Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Social Media Trends on The Weekend Show. This is day 24 of End SARS. It has been trending on Twitter for over 3 weeks continuously. And already SARS are back on the streets. SARS are searching phones in Owerri states, for example. Some governors threaten door-to-door search for loots. We have Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed, calls for media regulation and to copy China. We have Amnesty International, who seeks justice for victims of Lekki shootings. We have Tope Akinyode, who challenges Adamu Garba lawsuit against Jack Dorsey, the CEO. I'm going to go ahead and show you a video of the Minister of Information and Culture, where he stated social media should be regulated. Take a look at this.
Revolves around two things: smartphone and data. Smartphone, and the young ones we are talking to don't even watch television, don't listen to radio, you don't read newspapers, and you'll be shocked that if you start arguing with your own daughter or your own son, she will be quoting as a Bible the social media. So, Mr. Chairman, sir, the long and short, sir, is that I've said it that we need a policy on national policy on social media. We need also to empower the various ministers of information on how to deal with social media. And we need the technology to be able to shut down at will social media, which becomes a menace to the country's.
Now, there is a lot going on. I mean, without social media, Aisha V wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to share you your news and let you know what is going on. And also, let me just quickly state a tweet that was from our lifestyle segment. And this is from Taiwo's son, Shehu Moses. He says, in Nigeria today, the internet has become the only authentic and reliable opposition against the government in our policy. The internet censorship is meant for an end for government to silence Nigerians' voice. At The Weekend Show NG. Thank you for that comment. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue with our reactions from the Minister of Information and Culture. We have here Rotimi Lawuyi. He says the playing field has changed. The tools of yesterday will not work today. Instead of yearning for yesterday, the government should get with what is happening today. Where has censorship ever fully mattered? Now I have my next story here. As we all know, I'm sure you have seen video clips of Lagos State House of Assembly speakers who had a lot to say concerning social media. Take a look at what Desmond Elliott had to say.
Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing?
I mean, yes, I'm sure that was a handful. I have a few reactions I'm going to run you through on Twitter. And of course, Desmond Elliott did apologize after he made the statement to the speakers. He apologized through Twitter, another social media platform. Take a look at another tweet. This is from him, Desmond Elliott. He says, I have read your honest feedback and suggestions. I sincerely apologize for addressing the youth as children. I did not mean to be insensitive with this. It was born out of the magnitude of destruction and looting of businesses I witnessed when I went on a tour of my constituency. I mean, come on, Desmond. This is a video of where he spoke before going into office about social media. Take a look.
The social media was very instrumental to my victory. The social media was very instrumental to my victory.
I believe the word there he said was very extravagant, or extra. I mean, it's sort of, social media helped him with his win. And now he's saying that, well, social media should be scrapped, we are children. It's a lot. Let me take a look at some reactions. This is from Soul V16. Desmond Elliott was loved by all as a celeb. voted for as a voice to the voiceless, but he's now the voice of adversary to the voiceless that need a voice. Hashtag unemployment. Another reaction here from Davido. Desmond Elliott just destroyed all the precious childhood memories he gave us in movies. I mean, that went round all over social media, Instagram, name it. I mean, we all know Desmond Elliott is a great actor. He cries a lot very well. I mean, if you can recall as well, just during the week, he cried on Arise TV, where he was apologizing and giving us tears for what he said previously. Another state speaker, Honorable Mrs. Mojisola Ali Macaulay, also called Nigerian youths drug abusers. And eventually, her story and photo evidence made its round out that she allegedly used COVID-19 palliatives meant for her constituency as birthday souvenirs. Please take a look at what she said to the speakers.
And orientate our young people. They need people who can talk to them from time to time. They are high on drugs all the time, most of them. They go to social media, they do all sorts of things. I'm even scared to give my young children phones, because I'm scared I don't know what they would see on the social media. It's that bad. We need to set the National Orientation Agency to work. The Nigerian National Population Commission. We need to have data. We need to have statistics of our citizens. We need to know who is what and where. We need to be able to identify our people. And Mr. Speaker, this is my humble submission in conjunction with what Honorable Rotimi Olowo has said, that a committee be set up to look into this carnage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Now, out of everything she did say, I would agree that we do need better data. We need to know what is happening and where. That is something that we also as a youth can also work on ourselves. And I'll give you a few tips of things that we should do to keep this going, keep this change occurring. But let's go ahead and continue the stories that we had on social media. This is the Twitter lawsuit, hashtag. As you know, Tope Ayinde, he did challenge Adamu Garba. Let's take a look at what he said on Twitter. Garba petitioned Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, and Tope Akinyode, of course, a lawyer himself, had a bit of, a bit of what he's going to do, or action he's going to take. He said here on Twitter, breaking, having been consulted by friends and colleagues, I filed court processes to challenge Adamu Garba's lawsuit against Jack. Jack's support for Nigeria's cause is commendable. We'll protect our freedom of expression and resist the move to ban Twitter in Nigeria. And of course, Adamu Garba did not hold back. He replied and he said, when the tweets from Tope Akinyode came up, I worry at how much Nigerians take their country. To defend Jack, who violated your sovereignty by calling for a donation to sustain a protest that led to the damages to our country. After the president acceded to protesters' request. Sad. And Tope gave a reply. He said, we'll meet in court, no long talk. Hashtag Twitter lawsuits. I mean, I love this energy. What word would I use? I'm very happy that we are now speaking up and we are able to share and express what we feel should work for us. Let me look at another story here, more into the entertainment side. Of course, we do have our celebrities who are out now, ready to drop singles and show their support, not only in NSTARS, but in the music. This is some reactions from Adamu Garba and Tope. This is Aruna. He said they just sued Adamu Garba for suing Jack. Now only Solomon will fit solve this case. I mean, it is very extremely serious. We are actually rooting for Tope. We want to see what he can do and how this will go. This is from Adam Chinde Duko. He says Adamu Garba sued Jack for $1 billion for damages, but it go shock him when he pay that same amount to Jack for damages. Let's see. I mean, that is something that is very possible. Another reaction here, Slim Meech says, of course, Adamu Garba's suit is malicious, not only because it threatens our freedom of speech, he's also asking the court to remove a competitor in a market he is trying to penetrate. Suit is brought malified. It should be struck out with considerable punitive cost, I so hold. I mean, these are a lot of lawyers coming out. I mean, did you hear all that English I just read out now? I mean, lawyers now are coming out, the youth are ready to speak up, and we're ready to show that we are working. Let's take a look at another story. Wizkid's Made in Lagos album finally has dropped. He did this in a very special way. He had no more anticipation. He just basically dropped it on Thursday. He said 11 p.m. you're going to have the Made in Lagos album. And of course, there were reactions from different Twitter fans and comparisons as well with other albums. For example, Twice as Tall. Let's take a look at the album cover. I mean, this is a different style. I really do like it. I think it's different from the normal Wizkid for me. Let's take a look at the track list. Well, he tweeted at Wizkid Dio, he said, it's been a long time coming, hashtag made in Lagos. As you can see, not much Shakara anymore. He has finally dropped the album and we have seen it, 14 tracks. We have TMs on it. We have Her, we all know The Smile. We have Skepta and of course, Ginger featuring Burna Boy. That made lots of noise on social media. Let's take a look at another tweet or reactions. This is from Made for you, Umbade for you, excuse me. Wizkid and Burna Boy in a track, Chai, I'm sorry for my ears. Below it says here from Anan of Lagos, he says, Wahala for who no gets original earpiece. I mean, is it that serious? But of course, they are just trying to let us know that the album was great. And finally, it has finally dropped. There are some reactions here from some Twitter fans that basically said, this is from Dr. Olufumilayo. He says, Wizkid, stop hiding this album, please. No be palliative. I mean, this can obviously come across as a bit harsh, but I mean, come on. The album, we've been waiting for it for weeks. And then, of course, he dropped it 11 p.m., as he said, but it actually came an hour after. I'm not sure whether it was faulty or he don't want to release it UK time. This is from Farouk Yahaya. Bruh, Thames and Wizkid on the same song. All I can say is a Wizkid and Thames collab will leave me in a coma. The song he had with Thames was called Essence. And of course, I feel that is the song that made the most noise so far. Go ahead and check it out and let me know at The Weekend Show NG. This is another list, a look at the track list. Piece of Me featuring LMI. I mean, I love LMI. All right, let's take a look at another artist that was able to drop some music. Of course, Burna Boy. He dropped a new single unexpectedly. I mean, come on, Burna Boy, where does he ever go wrong? This particular song was titled 2010-20, which is the date of the shootings that happened at Lekki Tollgate. Now, this song, of course, had a few lyrics that will obviously let the youth know that he's watching and he's obviously in support. As you can remember, Burna Boy did have a few issues in the beginning of our NSARS protest, but I believe now we can say he's on board. Let's take a look at the album single, or the single, the cover of the single. As you can see, 2010-20, you can see the fist in front of him. The fist has the color of the Nigerian flag with a bit of blood on there. Strong message. Let's take a look at some reactions. This is from Tosin Adarabayo. He says, listening to Brother Burna Boy never fails to lift my mood. I mean, I think very soon we may drop a video for the song as well. That would be great. This is from Brown Eze. Made in Lagos is cool, but Twice as Tall is still the best. I know OBO would do something good, but I don't see any album replacing Twice as Tall this year. 100. I mean, I think OBO's album, it may surpass. This is from Benjamin Amos. We waited for this album long enough, but it's worth every minute. Wizkid made magic. Hashtag made in Lagos. I mean, the major complaint here is this album took forever to drop. This is from Faliat. Last part of 2010-20 by Burna just made me cry afresh. This tweet is for those that died for our right to life before and on 2010-20. This is the reaction from the Burna Boy single that he dropped. We have here from Mazibe. She basically tweeted a few of the lyrics from the song, and I want to show you all to show you how emotional or how this song brought out the feelings of the fans. This is no other song can drown for me well tonight. Burna Boy got me in my feelings. You can look below there. There are lyrics like you carry army go kill many youths for Lekki. Now so what's running away my eyes. We no go ever forget all the youths. You guys should please go and take a look at this song. Go and listen and see what it does to you. I mean. And of course, a video of the week. But like I said, I have a few things that I would like to get off my chest. And one thing I feel that we must never, or one thing we must do, ensure to get your PVC, never give up hope as young people. There are so many ways to keep fighting and to keep going. Like I said, your PVC is very important. You should also monitor the state judicial panels. Very important. Continue speaking up online. Social media is going nowhere. I mean, just trust me. And of course, watch more people who can educate you on why we must stop accepting mediocrity. I mean, very, very important. So now I'm going to show you the video of the week. NYC was trending this week, as you all know. They had their corporates passing out. And many people were excited. While some were a bit, the Alawi is gone, so I can understand. So go ahead and look at this video that stuck out with NYSC. But before that, please make sure you follow us on our social media handles at The Weekend Show NG, and for Twitter at The Weekend _NG, and follow me at Aisha B. Thank you for staying with me.
You need water. I hope you are not intending for me because I know it's for us. No, kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ téèyàn máa sọ pamọ́. Ìgbó sí ìrẹ̀ sí for NYSC. There's no water around.
Kí ló ṣe?
Àjọkẹ́, I will start with you.
Kí ló kò tí ì jẹun ni? Balo gbé tí a pè. Balo gbé tí a pè.
Balo.
Open now. You thought he's joking.
Kí ló ṣe ìwọ ni kíní gan?
Stop. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, water. Give us water. Then stand up. Sorry.
Where that woman with the same water? Where that
Ṣé lè
woman?
tó pretend you?
Call that woman with the same water.
You now. Stop the
Kí ló
phone.
ṣe
Let me
náà?
call somebody now.
Call that woman with the same water now.
Sister, please give us water.
Please, water, please.
Water.
Please, water.
You guys are
Ṣé o ṣe fíìmù ni? Ṣé o ṣe fíìmù ni?
Face now.
Stop.
It's okay.
Sílẹ̀ no. Sílẹ̀ no.
Wait.
Fílẹ̀ tó kó farabalẹ̀ yà.
Calm down, please. Stop. What happened? She didn't want to kill me. She